Today was a very bad day again. It looked like an easy P2. I couldn't fight Charles, so didn't put pressure on him, but we didn't even finish the race. It's unacceptable. If you want to fight for this title, this kind of thing cannot happen. These statements are made by none other than Max Verstappen when the racer retired for the second time in 3 F1 races, calling the situation unacceptable. Welcome back, our Formulees. We are back with another banger. Without further ado, let's get into the video. I mean, mistakes happen, but for the second time, even when the racer is in his prime. The world champion was running second in Sunday afternoon's Australian Grand Prix at Albert Park before stopping his car unexpectedly at the beginning of a new lap. He said over team radio that he could smell some weird fluid before shutting off the engine and watching on as a marshal used a fire extinguisher on the smoking rear of his RB18. The non-points finish, allied to another non-score in the season-opening Bahrain GP, has left the Dutchman 46 points adrift of runaway championship leader Charles Leclerc after just 3 races. In simpler terms, Verstappen's early withdrawal meant he picked up 0 points for a second time and dropped to 6th in the Drivers' Championship. Ferrari's Leclerc won in Albert Park by a 20-second margin ahead of Verstappen's Red Bull teammate Sergio Perez in second. Verstappen's teammate Sergio Perez finished second ahead of the Mercedes pair of George Russell and Lewis Hamilton. Speaking to Sky, Verstappen said that thoughts on the championship were far from his mind already, as the priority was on Red Bull getting on top of its problems. The Dutchman said, "We're already miles behind, so I don't even want to think about the championship fight at the moment. I think it's more important to finish races." We can hear the pain in the racer's words. Red Bull scrambled to fill the car with hydraulic fluid before the race, leaving Verstappen concerned he would not make the finish. But it was a completely different issue, believed to be a fuel leak that ended the Dutchman's Grand Prix early. The RB18 has been roughly as fast as the Ferrari so far this season, though its race setup gave it less pace than the mighty F175 around Albert Park on Sunday. But here arises a prominent question. Why did Max Verstappen retire early again? Red Bull team boss Christian Horner said he fully accepted Verstappen's disappointment at the situation, but said the priority was to understand what had gone wrong. According to the team principal, a fuel problem caused Verstappen's issues, just as in the opening Bahrain Grand Prix on 20 March. The boss said, "I don't think it's actually engine-related. I think it might be a fuel issue, but we need to get the car back and be able to look at what exactly has happened." Horner also added, "We expected to be a lot closer to Ferrari in pace, and they were untouchable today, so congratulations to them. But we obviously have some work to do." Yes, you have to do a lot of work, Mr. Horner. This is the second time, of course. Even in Bahrain, Red Bull cars were hampered by a fuel pressure fault, with a spokesperson saying the correct amount of fuel was in both cars, but a vacuum prevented the pumps from drawing fuel and delivering it to the engine. I guess Red Bull is not able to fix the fuel issue, while it is completely disheartening for Max Verstappen to not even finish the race. Verstappen said, "I just want to try to forget today, wake up tomorrow, and then focus on the coming races. But it doesn't look like there's a clear fix, so we need to work hard to try to improve our reliability." The connotation of Verstappen's judgment is not that problematic for Red Bull, because that is evident. The sad part is the team may not be able to guarantee reliability in the short term. The irksome fact is that a single or double failure is the thing, but a surge of problems is pretty much concerning, especially when accompanied by uncertainty over how long it will take to get fixed. It means that while Red Bull and Verstappen have a package that could potentially cut away their points deficit immediately at the next race at Imola, they may legitimately fear not even making the finish line again. The fragility of the Red Bull and its self-badged Honda engine was already a concern prior to the pair of issues Verstappen's car encountered in Australia. The teammate Sergio Perez was fortunate enough to finish the race this time, unlike Bahrain. We all know Verstappen and teammate Sergio Perez were a victim of DNF with an identical fuel vapor lock problem late in the season opener in Bahrain. Now, falling into the same problem is absolutely disheartening for Max Verstappen. Not only that, but Red Bull's sister team, AlphaTauri, has suffered its own reliability problems in the meantime. The eminent Pierre Gasly had an MGU-K failure in Bahrain, while the well-known Yuki Tsunoda had two separate failures in Saudi Arabia, where he did not take part in qualifying and then stopped on his way to the grid ahead of the race. I must say, this is pretty messed up. When asked about the book of failures across both teams, Verstappen said, "Of course, we try to improve it, but at the moment, it's not good enough." We all agree with you, Max. This is not enough. And we also believe that you can't do anything about it. Red Bull Racing Team boss and CEO Christian Horner has confirmed all the issues across the four cars this season have been independent. Mr. Horner, after the race, said, "I'd rather fix a fast car than try and make a reliable and slow one fast." Horner admitted the quantity of problems was problematic and that Red Bull had a limited amount of time to resolve these concerns. The team principal further added, "None of them have been related, so obviously need to understand those and address them quickly." He further said, "Even on a day where we weren't as quick as Ferrari, we had a guaranteed second place in the first two races." And in return, Verstappen warned, "If you want to fight for the title, you need to be ahead of Ferrari, and they are definitely on top of a lot of things much better than us." In my opinion, the team principal is taking this too lightly. While Verstappen has committed his long-term future to Red Bull, signing a multi-million-pound contract to keep him with Christian Horner's team until the end of 2028. Not only that, but after signing the contract, our beloved Max Verstappen said, "I love this team, and last year was simply incredible. Our goal since we came together in 2016 was to win the championship, and we have done that. So now it's about keeping the number one on the car long-term." Now, Verstappen might be questioning his words, but here's an interesting part. Prior to the race in Melbourne, team advisor Helmut Marko did reveal some intriguing detail about the contract, saying there was an escape clause for Verstappen if he deems the car he's supplied to be uncompetitive. Interesting. Did you guys know this before? If not, then hit the like and subscribe button if you want to keep hearing interesting news like this. The notion would have appeared unthinkable prior to 2022, but Verstappen made no effort to hide his anger when his vehicle gave up on him both in Bahrain and Albert Park. While rivals Mercedes have struggled for pace, it is reliability that has undermined him and teammate Sergio Perez so far. In a brand new era for F1, with new technical regulations forcing all teams to make major adaptations to their cars, there is no guarantee that Red Bull can address their issues in the immediate future. But do you guys think that Max Verstappen should stick to the team and put his prime on an edge, or should he look for some other options so that he may secure his future? We would love to know your opinions in the comment section. If you liked the video, then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for more power-packed F1 news. Peace!